Old Man Sarge, I'm back again. I did a video not too long ago actually, talking about different gaming systems and how I was going to try to build up an army for the strongest Ancients game system, using the lists in this book right here, to the strongest, that I printed out, but usually it comes in PDF. And the army I was going to build to would be the Athenians. And so I thought this would be a good day to go through and show you what I've accumulated, because I can't really say that I painted everything here, because I'm looking at it and I painted 2 of the 3 elephants. I painted 2 of the units, 1 phalangite unit and 1 of the units of phalanx, or not phalanx, but hoplites. And I've got another unit of hoplites I'm in the works of, and I have some few other odds and ends that I have painted up, and a command stand. I bought an Athenian, a small unit of Athenian peltas off of eBay, and then I have another unit of 10 coming that I bought off of eBay, of Thracian peltas. So if you're the painter that painted these, you should feel pretty good about it, because I think they're really well done. Initially, as I said before, I wanted to be able to start to build up my armies to be able to play Kings of War with my friends while I was building up my Ancients army, because nobody else really wanted to play Kings of War. I mean, not Kings of War, but Ancients. And so I wanted to be able to get to a point where I could have both sides, and I could, have a friend or 2 or whatever play with my miniatures. But I wanted to be able to have enough miniatures that I could actually play Kings of War with my friends. Now, since then, most of my friends have moved away, and they're not playing, and there's only a couple of them that play Kings of War anymore, and they really don't play it that often. But that's alright, because it gave me a start in what I wanted to do. So, if I go to the lists, I said I was going to show you some of the packaging that I have, but I decided not to. But if I go to the Athenian list, in this To the Strongest list book, it says that you're supposed to have 2 generals, which I'll show those in a moment. You're supposed to have 2 to 4 heroes. I should say 2 to 4 generals. 2 to 4 heroes. I don't have any heroes yet. I think I saw some pretty good models on Footsore on the Mortal Gods range that I think I might get like 4 of those for the Athenians and paint them up. You can have 2 Athenian cavalry units that are considered javelin raw. 0 to 2 of them. I actually have 2 bags of cavalry. So now notice, this doesn't say light cavalry, this is cavalry. And so the way I'm interpreting cavalry is a full unit of 12, because it's a regular unit. And then Scythian horse archers, light cavalry with bows. I'm pretty excited about this particular unit. I did get the bag from Victrix of the Scythian / Parthian or whatever horse archers, and I think they look fantastic. Like, that is a great looking kit. I put together 2 horses and 2 riders so far, but I plan on finishing that kit up before I move to the Athenian cavalry. Now, as far as the hoplites go, it says in the list 3 to 5 Athenian hoplites. And the thing about Athenians, from my understanding of history, is that Athenians were kind of independently minded people. They were, the democracy, the first democracy or whatever, or maybe they were. And because of that, they all kind of had their different emblems and shields and designs and things like, and colorations and their own way of looking, right? I'm not sure how accurate this is historically. I don't know. but most of my units can be used for Athenians. I have at least 3 units that I could just easily say are Athenians. I have another unit that I'm building up, and I'll go over and explain what happened with that, why it turned out the way it did. And then it says Allied and Reserve hoplites, 2 to 6, and I currently have like 1. So in other words, you're supposed to have 5 hoplite units, and I currently have 4. But I have 1 under construction. I have 16 guys painted already, and I have another 8 on the painting table, and then I was planning on painting another 8 next month, so I was going to have that 5th unit, which would give me the minimum requirement here. But I'm going to need another 3 hoplite units to really get to the point level that I'm trying to achieve, which is 150 points. The tournaments and stuff that I read about, their point levels about 130 in some tournaments, I guess. But I just want to have 150, that way I can kind of mix and match and take things out that I don't want to. And then it says light infantry javelins, and these are like your peltas. I have 1 unit right now, which is specifically an Athenian look, which is really cool. And then I bought on eBay another Thracian unit, which should be coming, so that would give me 2 of those. And then you're supposed to have a camp. That stuff is arriving. I bought it from Gripping Beast, I believe. They make some tents and camps and things like that. So that is the list that I'll go over today. I'm also almost done with 37, I think, is what I've got on the painting table for my Hestate Roman legionnaires. And I was intending to have 3 units of 16, so that's, what, 48, right? If I'm calculating that correctly. Which means I need to do another 11. Need to paint up another 11. So I'm going to take a drink of water real quick, and then I'll move the camera around, and I'll go over these units so you can see what they look like on the table. The other thing is that I was building out different armies in the past. So I built out some Phalangite units because I wanted to go maybe Macedonians. And then I decided, no, I'll just go ahead and finish this Greek army up first, and then I can use it for the early successor states in some of these lists, including the one in here, I believe. And so I actually have 2 Phalangite units, one of them Macedonian, the other one is Ptolemaic Kingdom. The Ptolemaic Kingdom I actually painted up myself, and I bought the other one on eBay. There was a period of time when you found a lot of Greek stuff on eBay, either cavalry or the Macedonians or whatever, and whoever sold this, and they did a good job painting, so I have no complaints. They're all Warlord games, but they had 52 of them. So 52, I think it was 52, something like that. So 52 guys basically gave me a unit of 32 and then 20 extra. And so now I bought another box, and my goal is, when I get an opening in my schedule, I will assemble another 12. So that would give me 32 more Phalangites to put another unit on the table of Macedonian Phalangites. And I was going to match the painting as best I could of what the gentleman who painted before me. And then I have a couple elephants that are Ptolemaic Kingdom elephants. And then I bought an elephant that came with all the Phalangites, and it's on a round base. So I'm not sure, you could use that for a general maybe. I don't know if anybody really cares that it's on a round base. Maybe it'd just be another elephant, but it's also from Warlord Games. So what do I have? I've got Warlord Games miniatures in here, quite a bit of them. They don't look really good mixed in with a lot of the other manufacturers, like Victrix and some of the other ones. But by themselves, to me, they look fine on the board. So when you see them, they're smaller, they're a little more like, they're not as chunky, I guess. Some people don't like them, but to me they're fine as long as they're in a unit of their own. I have some cavalry too, and they're from Warlord Games. I'm not real happy with the Warlord Games cavalry. I also have Victrix, The Victrix guys are, in my opinion, fantastic. They look really good, and the decals from Little Big Man Studios or whatever look really good too. And then I have a Ptolemaic Kingdom unit that you'll see in a second. So I'm going to go ahead and swivel this around, and I did make a command stand for Athenians. I'll just show it to you, and then I'll talk about what it is. So let me flip this back, and here I'll bring it down to the army so that you can see it. So that is the army that I have assembled thus far for the Athenians. So this is the command stand, and I'll try to bring it up and see if I can get a closer look of it. So that's the command stand, and I bought that politician off Etsy. So he's like, I don't know, he's like in the Athenian Senate or House or whatever, their government, and he's talking to that general. And then there is a musician playing their little pan flute, and then his bodyguards looking out over the battlefield. So that's kind of how I modeled that unit up. Now, I was going to tell you this story. So these shields, this is an Athenian symbol. It's with the owl. I'm not sure all about the symbol. It'd be kind of interesting if somebody knew. But the owl is the symbol of Athens, and then I'm not sure what the little dragonfly, what it symbolizes on there, or the little, I think it's either a bird or a dragonfly. But I think it's a dragonfly. So that's the Athenian command stand. And then this other one I bought with this unit when I bought off eBay. It's just a couple guys to be a second general. Then I have this unit here that I put together. It's from Victrix, and they're all carrying the Athenian symboled shield. I bought all of those shields from Mortal Gods, which is part of the Footsore, and I'm actually really happy with it. They have those. They have the lambdas for the Spartans, and then they also have some Boeotian shields. But here's what happened. So initially I started assembling Victrix guys from the Athenian pack. And you need to know this about the Athenian pack. The Athenian pack has a lot of guys that look like this. And what I mean by that is they're resting. Like they're all hanging out. So, you know, they're not really in combat mode, right? And I wanted to make this more of a unit that was in the midst of getting into combat. And the other thing that happened was the Athenian pack comes with guys who have their shields attached to the arms. And the problem that I ran into was I had to make a decision. Am I going to try to figure out a way to get those shields off so I can put the metal shields on? And I decided that doesn't make any sense. What I'll do is I'll just make a separate unit, and that's what I've been doing. So this is the beginnings of a hoplite unit. This is 16 man strong right now. So that is the second unit that of Athenians that will be on the board. So here's the first one, and here's the second. So remember when I said earlier that Athens didn't generally do this? They didn't have a uniform look about them. Well, nobody knows for sure, but we generally believe that's the case, right? Well, so what's my story behind it? So I came up with an idea. The story is that there is a wealthy benefactor that's made a lot of money through Athenian trade, and he basically he's put money into this armor, to the shields, and to this unit to protect the interests of Athens. Also, of course, he hires it out, as a mercenary unit when he wants to, when it's in the interests of Athens as well. That's my story behind it. This unit right here is, I have some guys in the back, by the way, because it's actually not, it's 8 guys short of 32, so 24, so it's actually 24, but this is another unit I bought off of eBay, and these guys have the helmets that are more in line with either Thebes or maybe Thessaly or something. So maybe Thessalian helmets, I believe. And so, anyway, I think they look pretty good still. This unit here I call the White Shields, and I would probably run this as my second Athenian unit right here. And these are all Warlord Games miniatures. And then the last one is kind of is probably the least. I mean, the guy didn't do too bad of a job painting it, but they're a little bit less desirable than the White Shields in my opinion, but they still look pretty good, I think. You know, on the unit on the table, you don't really notice a huge difference. And he was trying to go with the gravel look on the base. This is the last one I just bought. This is an Athenian Peltast unit. And it's really cool because I just got lucky. I went on there and somebody had specifically said Athenian Peltast. And I was like, well, geez, that's great, because that's kind of what I need, a Peltast unit to meet up with him. So when I'm building the Athenians, it'll just be right here, okay, nothing in the back there, just right here, adding another Peltast unit, adding 2 cavalry and a Scythian archer unit, horse archer unit, and then adding on top of the finishing this one out, adding 3 more hoplite units. And I think that gets me to the point total that I'm looking for. Now for the successor army, I have this, which is a Ptolemaic Kingdom. And I actually had intended to build a Ptolemaic Kingdom army. I still will finish it out. But they all have this eagle on them. And this is what they said the Ptolemaic Kingdom used. I have some extras. So I actually have more Ptolemaic Kingdom miniatures. So I have all of these. And this will make this unit 40. So now I've got a unit of 40 to fight in a Kings of War battle. Additionally, this unit of 32, I've got the extra 20 or whatever of the, let's see, I've got 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, yeah, 20 exactly. So there's 20 right here of the next unit being built, but I can put those to make a 40-man unit for Kings of War, a Horde unit. And as far as Kings of War, all I'd have to do is add some of these guys into this unit and reduce one of these units down to not much, and I'd have 3 units of spearmen hoarded out. And then of course 2 elephants. So these are Ptolemaic Kingdom elephants from Victrix. And then this is the one I bought off of eBay. It's a Macedonian elephant. And then I've got 2 units. I bought this one off of eBay. The spear's all popped off. I don't even know if I've got all of them. I think I'm missing a spear. And then I've got the one unit I bought with this army here, whoever painted that one. There you go. I can't tell you the point total for to the strongest yet. All I can tell you is I'm going to finish this unit up. So that'll be another unit, so I'll have the minimum requirement for hoplites, and I'll be needing 3 more after that. And I have 2 cavalry that I'm working on, and I have 1 Scythian archer unit that I'm working on. I also have my own Thracian or Peltast bags. I have 1 or 2 of them that I could add some more light infantry and bows and things like that, because I think you can take some archers as well. So anyway, the funny thing is that this army is going to be close to complete. It's playable now, actually. Close to complete. It's playable as a successor. And the next one I'll have done is the Romans, which seems to be kind of what everybody does. A lot of other people are doing the same thing. They either have a successor state army or Greeks, and then they have Romans. And it's like, they didn't really fight a whole lot. So, anyway. that will be the end of my video. I will be back the next time, I hope, to show you what I've done so far with the Roman legion that I'm building up and what I have left to do. And in the future, I will hopefully have some battle reports of between my friends of to the strongest. I'm hoping with these armies. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day.